Okay, so Tyler Robinson made his first appearance in court this week in person, and many are very upset about the way that he was smiling and carrying on conversation in the courtroom with his lawyers, and fair enough. However, a professional lip reader published some very shocking things.
Erika Kirk in hot mess after the spotlight swings to Tyler Robinson, and the internet is acting like he's the one quietly blowing the whole thing open. Clips from inside the courtroom are getting passed around, and people are literally hiring professional lip readers to analyze every frame, claiming Tyler has finally had enough of all the lies. According to this online narrative, he's not just testifying, he's straight up turning on TPUSA and Erika Kirk piece by piece because he's done being the fall guy.
Tyler Robinson supposedly said to his lawyers, and many, including major media outlets, are using what the lip reader claims he said to emotionally gaslight all of us.
In these theories, Tyler isn't the mastermind at all. He's the pawn, the one who got used, pushed into the center of the story, while someone else supposedly fired the real shot from the shadows.
This place is greatly known for being the largest unmanned aircraft systems training facility, aka drones. Now, what did I say that Charlie Kirk was killed by?
A fucking drone.
A drone.
And the people pushing this angle say, if you line everything up, it starts to look less like a tragic accident and more like a staged operation. That's where the so-called forensic experts on social media come in. They pick apart the official version about how Charlie was supposedly hit, talking about the angle, the location, even the way the injury was described. They argue that if it really happened the way TPUSA officials first framed it, from there, the theories get darker and more complicated. Some corners of the internet go even further and claim it might not have been a clean sniper situation at all, but something closer, more controlled, even throwing around the idea of a nearby device or drone. And that's exactly where Erika's family gets dragged back into it. People start pointing at Lori Franz-V, Erika Kirk's mother, and the fact that she's been linked to high-level tech and defense-style projects, including talk of military-grade drones. In the minds of the most suspicious, it all connects. Erika's carefully polished image, Tyler's sudden change of heart in court, the strange details around what supposedly happened to Charlie, and a mother with access to serious technology. There is no hard proof tying all of this together, but that hasn't stopped the internet from building an entire theory around it, and waiting to see if Tyler Robinson will finally spell out, under oath, what they're convinced has been hidden this whole time. There are so many details for which Erika Kirk is trying to protect a real killer.
No, but Egyptian plates.
Do you believe that Tyler Robinson murdered your husband?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
I've seen the autopsy report. I've seen our case pulled together.
The person that was on that phone that said that quote was actually Erika. Erika claims Andrew went rogue and also the surgeon went rogue and violated HIPAA. My source says that no, the surgeon did not violate HIPAA and he never said that.
There's a picture of Erika Kirk with a ponytail and from her past. That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night before.
Erika Kirk just lost it. Candace Owens dropped new information about an alleged plot to protect whoever really shot Charlie Kirk, and Erika's response? Unhinged. Candace isn't holding back anymore. She's saying Erika needs professional help, that she doesn't even seem human at this point.
I think that these people are not humans, that they're sentinels that maybe look like humans. That's how
Candace thought meeting Erika face-to-face might clarify things. 4 hours, one-on-one. She walked away with one conclusion: total waste of time. Because according to Candace, Erika's doing exactly what she's been doing all along: deflecting, denying, gaslighting. The meeting that was supposed to bring clarity only deepened the suspicion. What happened in those 4 hours that made Candace turn around and go even harder? Now here's where it gets dark. Candace is alleging that Erika Kirk and TPUSA spokesman Andrew Colvett worked together to fabricate an alibi, not just any alibi. An alibi for Erika's whereabouts during a secret military meeting one day before Charlie was assassinated, September 8th, Fort Huachuca, Arizona. An eyewitness placed Erika at a hotel near the base. Someone saw her there, but Andrew shared a photo Erika supposedly sent him showing she was home with her kids. That photo now being questioned. Authenticity in doubt. The metadata doesn't line up, the story doesn't hold, and that's not the only story falling apart. Remember Andrew Colvet's claim about the surgeon? He said a surgeon called it a miracle the bullet never exited Charlie's body. Said the surgeon compared Charlie to Superman, the kind of story that sounds heroic, miraculous, almost too perfect. Candace is now saying that statement didn't come from any surgeon. It came from Erika herself. She allegedly made it up. So why would Erika invent something like that? Why create a mythic narrative around her husband's death? Why isn't she, as Charlie's widow, pushing for transparency? Why isn't she demanding answers instead of spinning stories?
But we serve a just God, and I rest easy in knowing that He's sovereign, but He's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
Candace Owens is firing shots at Erika Kirk again. Both of them previously said their 4-hour meeting was productive. Candace is done with that narrative. She's now saying Erika is directly implicated in the alleged plot around Charlie's death. The gloves are off. The civility is gone. Erika pushed back, told Candace to stop with the conspiracy theories, said she was worried it could influence the jury in the Tyler Robinson case. Tyler Robinson, Charlie's alleged shooter, the man the FBI says pulled the trigger. But here's the thing, Candace never believed Tyler shot Charlie. A lot of people never believed the FBI narrative. The official story has holes, big ones, and Erika's concern about influencing the jury, it sounds less like widow protecting justice and more like someone trying to shut down questions. So Candace dug into Erika's alibi for September 8th. She didn't trust it. Mitch Snow, a retired U.S. Army staff member, appeared on her podcast. He said in September 2025, he was at Fort Huachuca in Arizona. He claimed he saw individuals connected to TPUSA. He said he was 95 to 99% sure one of them was Erika Kirk. 95 to 99%. That's not speculation. That's near certainty. So what was Erika doing at a military base the day before her husband was killed?
There's a picture of Erika Kirk with a ponytail, and from her past. That person matches who I saw at Fort Huachuca in the lobby the night before, and she was with that man in the lobby, and that man, he was present at that meeting. Those are really rare eyes. That's 95 to 99%. I can't imagine somebody else.
Erika stayed silent, but TPUSA staff jumped in, damage control mode. Shortly after the podcast episode dropped, Andrew Colvet messaged a YouTuber, not Candace, not law enforcement, a YouTuber. He shared an image, 2 children on a phone screen, faces covered by a finger. This was supposed to prove Erika was with her kids during the Fort Huachuca meeting. Supposed to shut down the allegation. Case closed, except it wasn't. Candace fired back on X. She said the alibi was for the wrong date. She wrote, Andrew Colvet is live texting with the YouTuber, offering proof that Erika wasn't at some fort. He shares Erika's metadata, claiming she had dinner with Charlie Kirk and therefore could not have been at Fort Huachuca. Only problem, it's her metadata and schedule for September 9th. Andrew is being intentionally obtuse. He clearly understands the allegation made is that she was seen on September 8th. Why the intentional disinformation? Read that again. The alibi is for September 9th. The allegation is September 8th. Either Andrew doesn't understand basic dates or he's hoping no one notices. Candace noticed. She questioned why Andrew didn't text her directly. Why contact a random YouTuber instead? If you have evidence that clears someone, you go straight to the source making the accusation. You don't leak it to a third party and hope it spreads. That's not how innocent people operate. Why is everyone being so evasive about Fort Huachuca? What happened there that requires this level of scrambling?
So this guy just starts live reading the messages that are coming in from Andrew Colvet, where he proceeds to give an alibi that no one asked for. He's like, this is what Erika was doing on September 9th. Okay, the guy said he saw her on the 8th. It's kind of like the Brian Harpole, where they're just like giving us alibis for times that we're not talking about. Again, I wasn't even necessarily pressuring them for an alibi, but he then proceeds to walk him through what Erika was doing on September 9th, and he's pretending like she doesn't even know what Fort Huachuca was, even though her mother has a contract with the Department of Defense and would have obviously had to have been familiar with Fort Huachuca, which is in her backyard, and in Turning Point USA's backyard as well. Notice that's Erika's hand. So that means Erika, the CEO of Turning Point USA, is directing the spokesperson of Turning Point USA, Andrew Colvett, to send her alibi.
That photo of the two kids, even sketchier under scrutiny. Whose kids are those? Charlie's son is 1 year old. The boy in that photo looks much older, way older. So if that's not Charlie's kid, whose child is being used as an alibi? And why would Erika send Andrew a photo of random children to prove her whereabouts? People are saying, this looks like a Fed slipping up on a PSYOP script. The wrong date undermines the entire alibi. This feels like deliberate misdirection from TPUSA handlers. The goal appears to be burying anything connected to Fort Huachuca. Flood the zone with confusion, wrong dates, random photos, leaked through third parties, classic playbook. Here's why the scrambling matters. If Candace was wrong, they could ignore her, call her crazy, move on. Instead, there are fake alibis, mixed dates, coordinated messaging through spokesmen, scrambling. TPUSA appears desperate to move the conversation elsewhere, away from Fort Huachuca, away from September 8th. Many believe Erika is leading the cover-up. And the harder they try to bury it, the more suspicious it looks. Reactions on X are pouring in. One user wrote, Erika Kirk directed Andrew Colvett to release her alibi through a YouTuber. Another said, the narrative is crumbling. Ms. Jezebel is not a true Christian, but an operative. The comments are brutal. People are connecting dots, and they don't like the picture forming. Fort Huachuca isn't the only issue. Candace exposed another misdirection attempt. Andrew claimed a surgeon said it was a miracle the bullet didn't exit Charlie's body. People questioned the claim from the start. It sounded too cinematic, too constructed. Candace says the story came directly from Erika, not a surgeon. She made it up and fed it to Andrew, who repeated it as fact. Why create a false miracle story around your husband's death?
He was the one who issued that tweet and quoted the surgeon. I then told you that the surgeon never said that. That was not a quote from the surgeon. What I didn't tell you was that according to my source, which I trust very much, the person that was on that phone that said that quote was actually Erika. Erika claims Andrew went rogue and also the surgeon went rogue and violated HIPAA. My source says that no, the surgeon did not violate HIPAA and he never said that, but he answered Andrew Colvett's questions because Erika was on the phone, that the Superman quotation came from her.
Erika dodged Fort Huachuca questions, created fake alibis, spun stories about Charlie's body stopping a bullet like he had superhuman powers. And the autopsy report? Still not released. Months later, no transparency, no answers. People are questioning whether an autopsy even happened, whether there's a body of evidence being hidden because the evidence itself doesn't match the story. People online are calling Erika the happiest widow ever. Others say something darker feels underneath. The smile that's too bright, the composure that's too perfect. TPUSA allowed a replica of the tent where Charlie died at AmFest. People were allowed to take selfies inside it. Selfies at the recreation of a murder scene. The comparison people are making, Jackie O charging for JFK limo photos, profiting off tragedy, turning death into spectacle. Candace's final assessment cuts deep. She says Erika and TPUSA don't seem human. They seem like robots mimicking human emotions, going through the motions of grief without actually feeling it. The result feels weird, creepy, terrifying, like watching something that looks almost right, but is fundamentally wrong underneath. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.